Hello students, today we will discuss about the topic sum of first n terms of an AP. Okay, first of all let us consider a very general AP, the arithmetic progression of positive natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Obviously this one is arithmetic progression because the first term is 1 and the common difference is also 1. So this is the arithmetic progression of positive natural numbers. Now if I consider the sum of first 100 terms of this AP, that means from 1 to 100 term, that means also 100. So if I consider the sum of first 100 terms of this AP, I can write it in the form is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus and so on plus 99 plus 100. This is the sum of first 100 terms of positive natural numbers. Okay, so I can write this expression as is equal to 100 plus 99 plus 98 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. As you can see, this expression is the reverse of this expression. Now I have to add these two expressions, equation number 1 and 2. If I add these two expressions term wise, 2s is equal to 1 plus 100. Put it in a bracket. Then 2 plus 99. Put it in a bracket. 3 plus 98. Here will be a 98, right? Then 99 plus 2. Then 100 plus 1. Now put it in a bracket. As you can see, here the sum of these two will be 101. Okay, sum of these two is also 101. This two is also 101. This two is also 101. This is also 101. Now how many 101 is there? Look at the first expression. In the right hand side there is n terms. Similarly, in the second equation, in the right hand side there is n terms. So if you add these n terms with these n terms term wise, that means there will be n terms in this summation. Okay, so how many 101 will be there? 100 times. Okay, so that means the sum value will be 100 into 101. So 2s equals to 100 into 101, that is s equals to 101 into 100 plus 1 by 2. I can write this expression as 100 into 101 can be written as 100 plus 1 by 2. If you calculate this one, you will get 5050. Okay, so from here I can generate a formula. So we can write the sum of first n positive integers. Here it was 100 positive integers. Now we can write the sum of first n positive integers, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 dot n minus 1 plus n is equal to, I can denote the symbol as Sn. N means the sum of first n positive integers equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. Now look at the similarity of this one and this one. This is sum of 100 positive integers. When it is 100 positive integers, it means 100 into 100 plus 1 by 2. When it is n positive integers, it will be n into n plus 1 by 2. Okay. Now let us consider the general arithmetic progression. What is the general arithmetic progression? The representation is a plus d, a plus 2d and so on. The sum of first n terms of an AP, I can write this one as a is equal to a1 plus a2 plus an minus 1 plus an. So a1 is the first term, and the first term of a general AP I am considering this as a. Now second term will be a plus d, third term will be a plus 2d. This n minus 1th term will be a plus n minus 1 minus 1 into d. Nth term will be a plus n minus 1 into d. From where I am writing these expressions, you know how to write the general term of AP. You know from the previous video that the nth term of an AP, an, is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. I just use that formula. Okay, now I have to find what will be the sum of this expression. Okay, so s can be written in this form. Again, s can be written as this plus this plus this plus a plus d plus a. In the reverse form, both will be same, right? Now again, if you add these two expression term wise, it will be 2a is equal to a plus this one, a plus d plus this one. This last one will be added with this one, the second last will be added with this one. Okay, so ultimately if you add term wise, you will get 2a is equal to 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Similarly for the second term also 2a plus n minus 1 into d, and last term will be also 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now how many 2a plus n minus 1 into d is here? Here was n term, here was also n term. So if you add these two expression, in the addition there will be n terms. Okay, so the repetition of the same expression is n times. So the sum value will be 2a is equal to n into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, that is a is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, that means the sum of first n terms of a general AP whose first element is a and common difference is d will be a is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, now you can write this expression as a is equals to n by 2 into a plus n minus 1 into d. Combining these two expressions, this is the form of an. So I can write this one as n by 2 a plus an. An means the nth term of the AP. Now suppose there is an AP which has only n terms. Okay, if there is only n terms of an AP, then the last term will be the nth term, or you can write the nth term will be the last term. Then the previous formula, this formula will be in this form: a is equal to n by 2 into a plus l. So if in an AP the first term is known and the last term is also known, and the term number, total term number in the AP is given, then you can find the sum. Okay, now suppose I am considering a general AP 2, 4, 6, 8, the AP of even numbers, and I am considering the last number as 100, right? Now what will be the sum of this AP? Okay, now S will be, now how many terms is there? 2, this is A1, this is A2, this is A3, that means this have to be A50, that means 50 term is there. So you can write 50 by 2. Okay, in place of n by 2 you can write 50 by 2. The first term is 2 and the last term is 100. Okay, that means 25 into 102. Okay, now this 50 and 25. Okay, so this will be the sum value of this AP. Okay, in this way, if the first term, last term and the total term in that AP is given, then you can find the sum value using this formula. Okay, now we'll discuss about some examples. Here find the sum of 22 terms of the AP 8, 3 minus 2 and so on. As you can see, it is AP already given. So first term A is 8, common difference is minus 5, n equals to 22, because you have to find the sum of 22 terms. So the formula is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Just put the value of a, d and n. Okay, you will get the answer. Okay, it is minus 979. Now the next example. If the sum of 14 term of an AP is 1050 and the first term is 10, find the 20th term. 20th term you have to find, that means you have to find A20. Okay, what is given? Given is S14, sum of 14 terms is equal to 1050 and the first term is also given, that is 10. You have to find A20. If you use the general, the equation of general terms, A20 will be A plus 20 minus 1 into D. You know the value of A, right? But you don't know what is the value of D. That means from here you have to find what will be the value of D, that is common difference. So S14 equals to 1050 given. You know the formula, Sn is equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Just use that formula. So Sn is equals to this formula. That means S14 will be 14 by 2 into 2 plus 2 into a. In place of a it will be 10 plus 14 minus 1 into d. Okay. Now if you do the general calculation, the value of d will be 10. Okay. Therefore A20 will be, in place of d put 10. First term is also 10. So A20 will be 200. Okay. In this way you have to find what will be the 20th term or 100th term or 5th term. Okay. Now the third example. How many terms of the AP 24, 21, 18 and dot dot so on must be taken so that their sum is 78? That means sum have to be 78. First term is 24. Common difference is minus 3 because AP is already given. So given AP is this one. First term is 24. Common difference is minus 3 and the sum have to be 78. The question is how many terms you have to add to get the sum 78. So I am considering that I have to add n terms, that is Sn. If I add n terms I am getting 78. So Sn equal to 78. I have to find what will be the value of n. Okay. So again put the general formula of Sn. It is n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d equal to 78. You know the formula, you know the value of a and d. Put it. Okay. In place of a 24, in place of d minus 3. Now if you calculate this one, do the cross multiplication, you will get a quadratic equation. Okay. Now solve this quadratic equation by factorization. Okay, middle term factorization. This will be n minus 13 into n minus 4 equal to 0. That means the value of n will be 13 and 4. As you can see, 13 and 4 are both positive integers or natural numbers. That means these two values is possible. Okay, if the case was 1 is 13, 1 is minus 4, then you have to neglect minus 4 because the term number cannot be negative, right? But here is two numbers are positive integers or natural number. That means these two values will be possible. Okay, so the value of n, the number of terms can be 4 or 13. So you can verify this answer. Suppose what will be the fourth term? 24 plus 21 plus 18. So the next term will be 15. Okay. Now add these two and you will get 78. Similarly, you will verify by the 13th term also. So first of all start with 24, 25, 18, 15, then 12, then 9, then 6, then 3, then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then minus 3, then minus 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Okay, now add these two. This will be cancelled, this will be cancelled, these two will be cancelled with this one. That means ultimately this and this expression is same, so it will be 78. Okay, so in this way you can verify your answer is right or wrong. So as you can see, the sum of 4 terms and 30 terms give the same sum, and that is 78. So in this way you have to solve this type of questions of sum of nth term of an AP. This is all for today. Thank you.